explain, but you can see Gurput up there. He's left that one alone for long oncoming round.
Full credit to the batsmen who applied themselves brilliantly, especially Akil, Scott and Shoaib. And I think they provided a very good platform to Gurput and Tejvinder to launch the final assault.
Yeah, I was very impressed by Scott Austin in the middle part of the innings. One thing I really noticed is he was on 16 off 17 without the boundary. It's turned away for one. Saini. It's hit hard and straight and true, and that might go for four. Well, a bit of football keeps it in play. And instead, it will be a well-run couple, building nicely. This is a proper cricket shot. Straight drive. Beat that. Very short mid-off.
Very well stopped by Tejvinder.
Well, right now, given the start they had, Romania will very much feel like they're in the ascendancy.
This is an important delivery. I mean, it should not go for a boundary. It would be a good over. From Cyprus' perspective, of course.
Just content to take the singles, but that's a good over from Sudan.
From the players, they know that they can do better than what they did yesterday.
Down the ground, catching chance, and taken out! Huge moment. They've finally broken this 5th wicket partnership. They really had to get a wicket, and after the drop in the previous over, they have 88 for 5. And immediately the captain Gurpratap calls his players in for one of those sort of reset huddles.
Very well fielded by Scott.
Any of slip, bit of aggressive backing up from Sia Rahman, who's nearly run out. Well, there's a lot going on in that ball for a wide, and as someone who you mentioned your work scoring for the national team, that's
got married yesterday.
It's done to long off. Yeah, no, he's busy planning the wedding in India at the moment.
Yes, exactly.
Bowling a nice tidy spell, and that's only going to help his figures. Tough chance. Well, it's simple enough in the end for Austin. He had to cover a bit of ground away to his right, but he is the best fielder in the Cyprus team, and I would have been shocked if he'd have dropped it given the quality he's shown across this week. Hung in the air a long time. 43 for 3, sixes in his 18 balls faced. Scott Austin dependable as ever. That's it. Struck hard, but unfortunately straight to Cyprus' very best fielder, Scott Austin. Speaking of running hard, we'll see Austin later on. He's someone that seems to get from strikers to the non-strikers in a flash. Skied up. Austin underneath it. And holds it. They really needed that, Cyprus. You know that Scott Austin is ever reliable. 138 for 6. Big applause for the departing Latif Rashid. That is a magnificent innings. It's only his 4th T20 international for his country. He's never hit 50 in his early T20I career. It's as close as he's got, Bidley. And these two haven't faced a ball yet. Gallagher could be out here as well. He is out. It's a first baller for Pete Gallagher. So 140 for 8, and all of us just above the Isle of Man, the net run rate. Struck cleanly, but straight at Austin. Don't make that mistake. He doesn't drop them. We know that by now. 159 for 9. And they're on the brink of being bowled out now. But bucket hands, Austin delivers. It was in the slot. It was the right shot. Trying to get it over the head of Austin.
Best times with the ball this morning against Farmers. Hoping to put that right. Short and wide, just tripped. Oh, the catch!
That is outstanding. Get out of here. Is that your man, Scott Austin, down there? It is. What a tremendous grab. He's dived full throttle to take it coming in from third man. The top edge from Manusas. Huge wicket and outstanding fielding.
That is out of this world. That's one of the best catches that you'll see. He had so much to do. He has no right to be catching this. How about that? That is incredible. Well, I tell you what, Superman is in the house. That is sensational. What a catch that is. And that's a moment that he's going to treasure for some time. When he had a good knock, and now he's just taken that catch. Well, I think already he's looking like he's going to be the player of the match for me. What a catch that is.
Oh, Rico, that's brilliant stuff. Absolutely amazing athleticism. That's an incredibly difficult catch. And not only did he make it with the full stretch dive, but he managed to cushion his elbows to keep control of the ball. It's a really difficult thing to do. Outstanding technique. As you see, when he moves forward, so easy for those elbows to hit the ground and jar the ball forward, but he kept them tucked next to his body, almost dislocates his shoulder celebrating, but he had every right to. That's a wonderful bit of play from Scott Austin. And tell you what, if the Lions manage to escape with a win here, they will look back on that moment, dismissing Manusas with a wonderful catch as probably the turning point.
What a catch. I can't get over that. Look, people in the chat have gone crazy about it as well. And it doesn't surprise me. And Jay Shah is saying, what a catch. And that catch, Islam as well. Everybody's going wild. And Paul Stevens as well. And I agree with you all. That is unbelievable. Some say one of the best catches that they've ever seen. That certainly was sensational.
Great cricket. And hasn't it brought the crowd alive?
It's already almost like they're chasing 102, 103 when you look at that required rate now. Goes for it, and could be trouble. It is, and Scott Austin doesn't drop catches very often at all. Stone cold stunner as Isan goes. Both openers out, back in the shed. The score is still 6. Well, a bit of the chuck of the front there style from Scott Austin with the celebration. We'll have to see that again. But the score now, Pakai Care in this crucial match, 6 for 2. Remember, the winner of this match will be the top seed in the final later on today. Should be weather affected. So have a look at this, Rico, from Scott Austin. I know that you'll love this one. He says, I'm playing for the Punjab Lions, Nicosia here. So it's chucking their foot there style.
Here he goes, give it to me, give it to me. That's the chuck the front there. He's learning quickly.
Good 7th over there. That's a lovely strike from Harley. First delivery.
And sweeps. Score one to Scott Austin.
Reason why they could pose a target of 95, 96, I beg your pardon, the Mouflons. Now they've got 22 runs to defend in the last 2. Waqas Akhtar clubs this one down the ground. They have quite a few fielders there running there and manning the ground. Only a single is an extremely interesting field set here, Nishi. It's neck and neck here, anybody's game. You must say the momentum is with the batting side. They've got 9 wickets in the hut. Wickets are not an issue. The runs are, they need to get 16. Scott Austin running in from around the wicket.
Change of angle on this one will take an edge. Will it go for a boundary? No, it won't. That stopped and cut out well, but they'll come back for 2 runs, and the Black Caps will happily take those because 2 runs every ball here on out will take them home.
Well, it looks like both these batters out there have some glue stuck to their shoes. They're just ambling between the wickets. No urgency whatsoever. Someone's got to get a message out, ask them to race through. Let me know whether you're enjoying all of this action as Scott Austin runs in. Was there an edge on that one? No, I thought I heard something there, but no appeal from the keeper or the bowler on that occasion. They'll be happy with that dot ball.
Happy with that dot ball, and back-to-back dot balls and the pressure builds as you just see the Mouflon skipper coming onto the right of your screen, encouraging his men. Well, he's got 1 ball left in this penultimate over. What will Austin do? Running in as this is hit down the wicket, and it'll be a dot ball, so 3 dot balls to end. Brilliant over by Austin, and those Black Caps will be thinking, by God, it's Austin.
As we see, the keeper Matasu tries to middle this one. What a catch! Well, Scott Austin is a live wire in the field. He was telling me that he loves to field and he loves to do his cartwheeling around. He's got a bit of an athlete, an athletic frame around him. Wow, that one's one for the highlight reel again. He was running in at the rate of knots with Scott Austin. That one would have made the great man Austin himself call it a stunner.
An absolute stunner. Austin's raising hell tonight. What a brilliant catch. Shows his bandana. That was fantastic stuff. He's a world-class athlete. You might as well do another 5 cartwheels. That was brilliant stuff. And that is one of the most scintillating catches we've seen. Oh, that's really what the back caps 2 for 2. But it's 2 overs as this one is popped up in the air. Scott Austin is underneath it, and he'll take a pretty comfortable catch and a huge wicket for the Mouflons as the danger man Nir Sawari has to depart.
Well, we've seen Scott Austin take a few blinders in the past. This one will be one of the easier ones that he'll ever take. Sabak Singh, that important man in the last game against the Black Caps, delivers once again. Scott Austin choose that one down. Nice and easy for him. That huge wicket of Niraj Tiwari.
Just said he's built like a tank, and we've seen him hit some big sixes, but all his innings. And this one is swatted away by Rashid Al Hassan and goes straight to a leaping Scott Austin, who will take a fantastic catch, and the Mouflons are off to an absolute flyer.
Well, hit them to anybody in the park and you might get away. Hit them to Scott Austin and he'll swallow it every day. Scott Austin there, happy that another one's been hit straight down his throat. He actually got a bit of that one. It went really quickly to Scott Austin, who was stationed there at shot mid-wicket.
Order as well. I think I'd expect to see that when the Mouflons come off the bat, Sarwar will probably partner Hamza, as this one is popped up straight to Scott Austin, and he won't take too many catches easier than that in his life. Really hasn't looked good. He only managed to strike 1 ball cleanly, and slight bit of a juggle, just bats that ball down. Austin then takes the catch from the seam, dance around a bit, going to Nicosia fighters, as it doesn't seem like. We're going to take a look at that backflip by Scott Austin. Goodness me, he's a wonderful athlete, isn't he? There's nothing he can't do. He's pretty much brilliant at every sport you play. We were having a bit of American football with him during the match break. Boy, does he throw the ball brilliantly. That's surely a stumping.
Oh, and almost good ball again from Lagwinder. Big pressure here on the Cyprus Eagles batters.
Flirting with the ball there, nearly taking the outside edge.
Yeah, good movements. Oh, and yet again, beautiful bowling this from the experienced Lagwinder Singh. And this is what we talked about just before the end of the first innings. It's difficult to chase down low totals because the pressure just walks into your head. You see a wild swing here and another dot, so just the 2 runs of the over, and what a start from the Mouflons. Surely they believe they can do it.
A big over needed here from Yamin.
Is it a catch?
Taking
Yes!
a glove, taking it. Massive wicket there for the Mouflons. Yamin with his second of the game. Ahmed has to depart for only 1. Good take there by Scott Austin down the leg side.
Yeah, what a catch from keeper Scott Austin. We wait for the bad ball because it's always coming, and then just hit the bad ball for 4 or for 6. Get singles of the rest of the balls, run hard, put the fielders under pressure. See another short ball, and
looks to be an absolutely fantastic take by Austin, diving forward. Trademark celebration there with his arms pumping out. You got to think now that the Mouflons really fancy this. Lucky, fortunate to get away with that there, Minas Khan.
Yeah, good keeping this from Austin. Very good decision from him to wear a helmet there, because could have also hit him in the head. So we see another wide and another good stop from Austin. So it's been very busy this innings behind the wicket.
Yeah, he's definitely putting a shift in behind the stumps.
This one's up, popped up in the air. Austin's underneath it, should be taken, and Austin will take it. Oh, incredibly well tonight. Beautiful wall. Oh, just swung back into Kamara, and there he is. Austin took a good catch. Sunday, look in bad shape. was absolutely belted here by Jahid Hassan. Austin's coming underneath it, and a fantastic running catch by Scott Austin. And there he is, giving a little bow for the cameras. Great work, Scott Austin. Take a bow, son. This man whose wicket-taking tally continues to explode. This one was just not struck well enough. And look at the amount of ground Scott Austin covered. That is a brilliant catch. Great running catch.
Away from them.
He's trying to swinging that ball, so you want him to bowl with the new ball. And
that's exactly why. Good catch by Scott Austin. He's pumped. The Mouflons are pumped.
Big players do well in big games. Unfortunately for him, he missed out on this opportunity.
That's gone like a bullet to Scott Austin there.
It was there to be hit, but he just picked out the fielder there. He hit it straight to Scott Austin, and he's a very good fielder for the Mouflons, and he's not gonna drop those catches there in that cover area.
You see it, to get himself off a strike.
You see Scott Austin is getting behind the stumps to keep that batsman inside the crease.
He does it very well indeed. Rowan not even tempted. A good over so far by Sharma.
As we see Patirana moving 24 from his 16 deliveries, but it's not going to be enough so far, but he really needs to pick up the pace here and take that responsibility.
That one, Wakarali appealing for the catch and given. Good take down the leg side by Scott Austin. That's east the back.
Looked like it was a bit of an inside edge there. Good catch from the keeper. Good moving, good feet by Scott Austin. Let's have a look again.
So if Patirana, the man to the part, you feel with him going, so do the chances of the Sri Lankan Lions. He was the only one that really got going. But he has to depart. 13 so far. Like
pick up his hat-trick.
Get that hat-trick. He comes in now with wrapped on the pads. Big decision, and he's got it! Hat-trick in the final by Wakarali. The Mouflons are cock-a-hoop. The Sri Lankan Lions are 49 for 8.
Unbelievable seats, yeah.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Viv.
Can he pick up his second wicket?
And a big appeal, and given that seals it for the Cyprus Mouflons. Look when they're taking the final wicket. The Cyprus Mouflons have won the Cyprus Banco Encore. They've won by 44 runs, a big margin of victory for them. Commiserations to the Sri Lankan Lions.
This one didn't look happy with that decision, but I did hear a noise, and his bat doesn't look close to his bat or to the ground. Or maybe he did hit the ground there, but nonetheless, the did deserve this win. They've been phenomenal this whole tournament.
They've been absolutely, rightly said, phenomenal this whole tournament. They have only lost one on their way to the final.